Hi, YouTube. How are you doing? I'm doing pretty good. Had a pretty nice day. Oh, get the top of my head there. Um, yeah, it wasn't bad. A little snowy. First, it rained last night and sleeted all over the place, and then we got some snow through the day. Just kind of got worse as it went along. So, yeah, Doug got the tractor going and got his truck that was stuck unstuck. So yeah, it wasn't bad. Not a bad day. Not a whole lot going on, so I decided to sing some songs. I was talking to a friend and she enjoys I think you just want to know what I'm going to think of. Those are some of the songs I've been having in my head lately. So, yeah. Some of them. I got some other ones, but yeah. But anyway, yeah, not a whole lot to talk about. Everybody's talking about the boring Super Bowl that they watched or didn't watch because it's boring. But yeah, they always put me to sleep too, unless I'm playing a sport. Watching it drives me nuts. So yeah, typically, unless I'm sitting talking to somebody. And but I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Just rather play sports than watch them. That's all. So I just, it's kind of like, oh, watching somebody eat your favorite thing in front of you and you can't do it. To me, that's the feeling. It's like if I watch somebody swimming, it's like, and I'm sitting here, say in the wintertime watching somebody swim, it's like, well, dang. So, well, maybe not as bad as that, but yeah. So anyway, so tomorrow is President Trump's State of the Union address. That'll be interesting on when he addresses us, what he's got to say. Yeah, well, I guess we'll know tomorrow. But yeah, it's all a scam. All these governments, all these countries, they're nothing but a bunch of lying creeps. You know, all we can do is pray for the best, basically. Have faith that um, the goodness of Christ will win out in the end. So all I know is I have faith that none of us will ever be lonely again, that loneliness you feel inside. But I'm telling you, and this is my opinion, just my opinion, but actually from the knowledge and what I've studied, just my opinion though, but I'm pretty good with words. And my opinion is that these people that are doing wrong to us are going to not be around us for a very long time because they can't be civilized. They're uncivilized, literally. So, um, bad vibes just don't go away in a heartbeat, although we'd like to think that um, knowledge and teaching of Christ is like an instant thing. It's not instant for anybody. The feeling of it is, but the difficulties of learning the different steps to communicate in that regard take a long time. And for the people's blood that's really dirty, all they could do is practice being nice. They actually aren't. It's just not in them like that. It's fake. So they're the ones that aren't going to be allowed to be around us because they just, oh, we don't want them around until they're better. It's about like that. So that's as nice as I can say it. And to me, the marriage of Christ was married in, um, him and his wife will be together. And everybody else will have the love of their life too, who God has for us. And that is my belief from my studies. My opinion, stronger than an opinion. The division of Christ's blood within the 144,000 will go back to Him. That's Him, and they will become themselves in their own rights, become good men like that. The blood in them from Him taught them sooner, because they were good in heaven, to even be able to carry that to come down and help the fallen ones. And the fallen ones are not going to just ascend and walk through the doors of God's house anytime soon. So when all is said and done, and we go to heaven, whether it's naturally or He comes and grabs us or whatever He thinks is best for us, whatever happens one way or another, I know for a fact two things. We're never going to be lonely, and the jerks aren't going to be around for a very long time. So, yeah. That's the way that is. So maybe some of you feel like that too, but it's more than a feeling. I know the lies that they covered up. All my life I've known their lies. So if somebody's thinking a different way, well, I can't help that. And, difference of opinion, majorly. So, yeah. I can only go by, actually, even with the words or even anything what was said, what God puts in my heart. And He told me to express this to everybody. You will have relationships in the hereafter, and you will be happy. And that's an important thing, to have a companion, that likes to do the things you like to do, that type of stuff. So, anyway, like swimming, for instance, I was looking at, like, Robin's Hood had where he was talking about visiting or vacation in Florida and whatnot, and a big old pool and different places in the Trump International Hotel or whatever it is down there. That's a beautiful pool, but I could see myself more in like a log house. Um, well, if I was rich, I'd have a log home with a pool in the basement, or a heated pool that was connected, and a hot tub, and I'd be sitting on the top of a mountain looking over cold baloney Lake Superior, which is freshwater, with a pina colada in my hand and smoking a bowl. you know, that no. Or maybe not smoking and drinking at the same time. That's silly, but you know what I mean. Get the idea. I'd rather be looking over fresh water than salty water. That's just my preference. But I wouldn't mind visiting Florida again, just not anytime soon for me, I don't think. You know, I don't think so. But anyway, I'm more give me a mountain and a log cabin and a Jeep, and I'm good to go. I don't want no fancy cars like that or nothing. That doesn't do nothing for me personally. I like big Ford trucks and Jeeps and motorcycles, and not big, like we had a Harley. We've had bikes, but I got a mini bike. I love my mini bike. Got a couple, well, few of them, and I love Honda, like a Honda 90. When I had my Honda 90 Street and Trail, that was the funnest bike in the world. you know. Although a trike we had one time was really fun. Except it had the king queen seat, and I don't like sitting up higher because that's it just is ridiculous. I just don't like it. In fact, I'd rather drive my own bike. Doesn't, like I said, it doesn't have to be anything big. It's just the fun of it, with the, like on a hot day and the breeze going over you and everything. That's fun. So, one thing I haven't done, which I would love to do, is paddleboard. I think that looks fun. And boogie boarding looks fun, you know. But a couple things on my list. I love to sail. I'm a sailor. And I got a canoe. And yeah, I love the water. Not just because I'm Aquarian, but just I've always been around water and I was taught to swim when I was really little. So, and that's something in Minnesota. There was a lot of Eastern people that moved in, like the Hmong community, and they didn't swim, and they moved into the land of 10,000 lakes, literally. And that's not really counting the things that are under like an acre or all the creeks or anything. Like our creek isn't even named. Doug calls it Rat Creek. I call it Willow Creek. Oh, when Robin was talking about Mount Ararat, I always think of, because Doug's Aries Tories, and he calls the creek Rat Creek, so I think of Ararat. Like it pick up a rat and air it, on top of the mountain. So yeah, but yeah, it's Willow Creek to me anyway. Um, Willow Creek, aka, or no, it'd be Rat Creek, aka Willow, because that would be its real name. Yeah, we got a beautiful beach there underneath a giant willow tree, and so it's appropriate. Yeah, there's rats in every creek, all kinds of critters wherever you go. That's just where they live because of the water and the brush and you know. Oh, let's see. Well, let's hope the best that President Trump isn't a traitor to the American people. The um, righteous type people that want good things for everybody, them type of people. Let's hope that there's more than meets the eye, you know. Somebody's got to lead stuff well, you know, one time, sometime. So maybe this is the time. Because if somebody literally isn't vile and they don't go out of their way to actually like want to rape or eat a little baby or all these disgusting things like Maroon 5 Adam Levine rubbing blood all over himself in his cannibalistic video and everything. I saw that on Call for an Uprising, and I used to listen to Maroon 5, and what a thoroughly disgusting, disturbing. So, but yet people think, well, because they're doing this like that, that it isn't real. And there's no other reason to be portraying that if you're not thinking like that. So that's the sad reality, the horrific reality that there's a civilized people and an uncivilized people, and we are two different species, so to speak, because of our blood. what we've done to our blood with our thoughts makes us different, makes our hearts different. So, so I hope everybody's doing good. Um, Somebody said it was nice of me to welcome them as a friend, and all I got to say is, lady, and yeah, nice try looking like a lady. That's all I got to say to you. And no, after your bullshit lying about me, you aren't welcome here. Maybe maybe next millennium, yeah, about that long, I'll talk to you. So, and that's not with hatred. You have plenty of people to talk to that are just like you. So that's the way I feel about that. Unless you want to make a video saying, hey, I was wrong and that was bad of me. Um, you wouldn't even have to name my name. Uh, tell me you made it. I'll go look at it and we'll move from there. If you're that brave. Might as well. Everybody knows it anyway. So, yeah, I heard the clowns were making another videos about me and stuff. Yeah, it's too bad. What cute little boys. Have to just let them do what they're gonna do, I guess. If they want to think bad of me or pretend to think bad of me, that's on them. I'll see them in about 100 million years also. You know, literally, because that's how long it will take. I've got to pay to play. So I've heard. Haven't you heard that? I've heard that. You know, if you read the Bible and you realize that God really is using that same as they are, well, then you'll realize that you will pay for anything you've done that's horrible. Anything, everything, until you learn better, until God knows you absolutely know better. You won't get better for yourself, and you will be in hell. Separation from God is hell. And you don't get closer by just sticking it out till the end with your stubbornness. That doesn't cut it, you know. You may not believe me, but I'm telling you from experience that you pay for everything, not with punishment, but with the thoughts that burn in your head when you're not doing things right. It's a constant burn in there, constant. He'll never let you go. So it's constantly pounding on you. The only way you can get rid of it is to actually ask for his help to get that out of you or medicate yourself. So it's the only way. Yeah. I'll probably let this go for tonight. Just wanted to touch on that subject about the division of Christ's blood that's going to go back to him, and then each person is their own whole self. Um, Without having to be told what to do or have somebody else in your head like that with your feelings is a bit unnatural, but it's a connection like with a parent to a child, which we've lost in this society, that intentionally separating the families and the mothers and fathers and children and making them distant. And yes, it's all in the word. It's all meant to be. So I'll say peace and love from Pine City, Minnesota, USA. I love you, everybody. Um, if you're not feeling well, feel better soon. Peace.